Oh guys, it's a beautiful day. So I will drive on my own MT-07. But now I am on the road with the Y-AMT. And I thought, yeah, let's do a little review about this bike. And I'm gonna say already, I'm doing it from a rider's perspective. Not from a journalist, because I'm not a journalist. I'm not just a professor, you know, who knows everything and feels everything. But my opinion is that this bike is amazing for city riding, for racing. This 3-cylinder, it just pulls all the way. So, you know, with the MT-07, when you're pulling, you will feel at the end of the range that the power is gone. And with this bike, it's just pulling the whole RPM line. So what I know is that this bike has over 119 horsepower and it weighs over 169 kilograms and it has 14 liters of gasoline. And yeah, the version I have is with the Y-AMT, and I absolutely adore the Y-AMT because it's just so easy riding when you're driving through traffic or you're stopping at a traffic light and you just want to take off. You're not worrying about stalling, it's just going. So you know that moment you're going to the front of a traffic light and you know it's turning green and you're stalling and you're standing there. Yeah, that just sucks. And also I love the looks about this bike. I mean, it's just amazing. I already know what I'm gonna change about this bike. That is this big OPF exhaust. I mean, this thing here, this is OPF all the way. But what I really like is how they've worked the exhaust away. And also what you didn't know is, okay, you know, you'll see they are just regular brakes, but if you look at here, you see that they're actually from Brembo. And these brakes are amazing. I love them. They're really responsive, not aggressive, you know, with a sports car. No, it's just easy. So you really can get used to this bike. This is the perfect beginner's bike in my opinion also. I mean, if you're shorter, yeah, you just can lower the bike. And you know, you have those people that say, yeah, it's just not a beginner's bike because it's too much CC. But you know, this bike, this is perfect. I mean, you have the throttle in your own control. And if you're driving like a maniac, yeah, that's just your problem. And I also will change the tidy or the fender. I mean, look at this thing. I'm just wondering if this really has some purpose of aerodynamics. So enough talking, let's ride, because yeah, the sun is already setting and I just want to enjoy. Oh. Oh, what's happening now? Why isn't he starting? I got my key with me. So why are you... What the heck is wrong with you, mate? Well, that is something that hasn't happened before, because this is a keyless bike. So it's not at the older ones that you have to turn your key into the ignition. No, it scans your key. But what I think is that it suddenly turned off in my pocket. So I think if this happens... Godverdomme! Ah. Hallo! What the f*** are you doing? Well... Yes, he's working again. So yeah, it's keyless and you see sometimes it gives problems with starting your bike. So make sure you will get used to that. Make sure you know about this problem. So it has some modes. So now it's setting in sport mode, which means it drives manual. And we have here... sorry guys, I have to get off the bike, otherwise you can see it. You have here the plus, and also here you've got the minus. And if we go into gear, you can see here, I hope, maybe I can show it from here, that's better. Look, he will go into gear. I'm going to put it back in automatic shifting. So you got D and you've got D plus, which means it gives you more power. So if you're just driving normally, you can put it back into D and then you have the normal power. And also you can change it to manual. Then you have street, sport, and then you have custom 1, custom to, and what you can do then is that you can adjust the power rate, traction control, slide control and lifting. So if you want to drive like Max Verstappen, you turn this all off and you're going like crazy, but that's not what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put it back. Oh, and also you got rain mode, but now we're going to ride and I'm gonna put it back in automatic. And also this is weird. If you want to start your bike, this is a really awkward position, but you have to press the brake lever and start. But you also can do it with the rear. So look, I'm gonna do it with the rear. So if you want to put it in gear, you have to press the plus button and it goes in gear. So that's nice. This is actually a really great spot because there only are parked cars here that are new. So these cars are all new. So I think there's a company who cannot afford a parking lot. So they have parked all their cars here. So let's go. Should I take the elevator? Yeah, here. No, I'm not gonna do that. Maybe I'm getting stuck and I don't want that. So let's go, mate. Now that I have driven a long time with this bike, I have already noticed that the automatic shifting in D feels a little bit jerky sometimes, because you know, when it's building up the gears, it sometimes stays a really long time into the second gear. And I'm actually gonna drive the other way because that's just nice. Change of plans? No. It's because we have here some nice twisties. And otherwise we're driving only at the long roads, boring roads. But when it just goes into the gears after the second gear, then it just drives really nice. But this thing turns amazingly. It's really agile to drive this bike. I really will get used fast. It's getting cold now, but I'm happy that I have put on my winter gloves. Otherwise my hands would already froze off. So I was thinking about buying this bike first, but now I have changed my mind, because I've spoken to some guy at the dealer where I did get this bike. Shout out to Motorsport West, shout out to Sean, shout out to Ray. Oh yeah, and also to John. And Ray said that, you know, buying your first bike is just different. And if you're trading your old bike for a new bike, so you're trading your first bike for a new bike, that just hurts. And I heard it from my dad, because his first bike was a Triumph Tiger Explorer 1200, and from this day he regrets that he has sold that bike. I mean, he's driving now a BMW R1250 GS, but if he could, he would bring the Tiger Explorer back. So that's why I'm not gonna sell my bike, my MT-07. So here we got a Feather Rider, or no, it's not the Feather Rider actually. Look at this, that's amazing. And it also has cruise control. So the older models, they didn't have that. So they did a great job that they have done. It's fine. I'm not getting mad. You know, you have a lot of people that are getting mad at some things. But you know, are you gonna ruin your day because people didn't look? I mean, he even apologized. You know, the most NPCs in the world are just thinking negative. But they did a great job by Yamaha to fit the cruise control as standard. I'm really happy with that. And also what I know is that they also have done it to the MT-07 Y-AMT 2025. But you see it also in the price. No, first bikes were cheaper, and now because we want more features on the bike, well, it comes with a more price. And then people are gonna complain, like, yeah, but that's what you want, yet. Alright, I also want to do some fast riding, so we're going to find some roads where we can do so. I would be happy if I could pass, but they will not let me. But you also can fit some optional parts on this bike, as the heated grips, which are for me a must. With this stamp here now, you see the legs are frozen. This is actually a really nice spot. I could drive all the way to the Maasvlakte. If you want to see the video that I drove to the Maasvlakte, you can find it here. But you see now, it's staying into gear. It has to think sometimes before changing gears. You know, with the DCT from Honda, you don't have that problem. They know exactly when to shift down or shift up. And yeah, the advantage of driving a motorcycle, always going to the front. But yeah, it's dangerous here with trains, so I'm gonna wait until it's gone. Oh, what the heck? See, that's why. But I already see a train coming up really fast. So actually about trains, this is my old job. I mean, it's not my job. I did an internship at this train company, NS, here in the Netherlands. But I didn't pass my exams, unfortunately. And yeah, I was really sad about it, but now I do what I love, driving motorcycles for a living. And that's thanks to you guys. And you see, that's fine. I don't have to worry about putting up the RPM, because the Y-AMT is doing it for me. So it's just giving gas and let's go. So I think the E-clutch, the Y-AMT, the DCT are just great to have. And you know, there are some riders who are saying, yeah, but if you drive an E-clutch or Y-AMT or DCT, you're not a real rider. But dude, come on, you're doing it for the comfort, for just regular days, work days. You know, if you're driving long roads and you have to travel really long, you're happy that you have this kind of features on your bike. So now it's improvising, because from here I'm not knowing it really well. So I'm just going to the left and we'll find out. Alright, he's going to the left, so I'm going. You see? It really stayed really long in gear. I don't like that sometimes. We're going to the right. Just for fun. Hoping that we will go to the highway. Living on the highway. I'm gonna answer some questions. The place where I record my POV video, because a lot of people saying, yeah, that's a beautiful place where you always record your videos. That place is called Schipluiden, because I have noticed that there are no radars or cops that are just sticking around just to look for people that are behaving badly with riding. I'm going to the left. There are not a lot of people when you're driving there, so it's really safe. And people are always saying when I'm riding and commenting, yeah, don't you have to blur your speed? But yeah, because you're driving there and you're not bothering any people there, you just can drive safe fast. Oh. That was his gearbox. some rider. Little bit of interaction going on with a fellow rider. And also you see he's driving the Mark III. So you see he has no soft limiter, and this one has. So yeah, that's really not nice about this bike. And we're gonna find out if we can go to the highway now, because I want to. Alright. Oh, driving the wrong way. I know. Now, wrong way or not? No, good. I took the wrong turn. Now, shit, man. We're actually still going to Circuit de Motorcat. All right. Whee! That's fine. Oh. Fuck. What the fuck are you? I just wanna adjust my cruise control. We're also heading to some traffic jams right now. But yeah, with a motorcycle that's no problem. So now we're gonna find out if we can drive through the traffic. It's still a little bit too fast. Now we're going to. Yeah! You see a lot of videos on the internet where just those sports bikes are passing the traffic with immense speed. And it's just one car that has to come all of a sudden and wants to change lanes. Hey, we're just well, there are now 3 lanes, but from here it goes to 2 lanes. So that's why I'm already going to the right. Alright, I'm going to drive through the traffic. I'm happy that this is allowed in the Netherlands. But what we have to change about the Netherlands is that our continent has to go all the way to the middle, to the center of the earth. Then we will have 4 seasons of good weather. Because now in the winter, it's just cold, you know. Like this guy said, if you're working hard on yourself and you get successful, nobody said it was easy. Why? Oh right, I forgot that was a motorcycle. I also recommend you to not join Facebook groups with people for riding, because those groups are really toxic. And it's really funny because you just have to send a photo about something, just literally everything. Just I want to send a picture of this roundabout, and people will get angry at each other because they are going to discuss, or they don't like something about this roundabout, and other people are going to comment, and then yeah, it's fire there. So we're now at Circuit de Motorcat, but unfortunately Circuit de Motorcat is under maintenance. So the fast twisty road, so the end part, they closed it. I mean, you can drive it, but there is just one piece that's just closed, so you cannot continue. And see, because I have the Y-AMT, I didn't have to worry about the clutch and in traffic just pressing it, releasing it, pressing it, releasing it. Just easy, you know. Yeah, but you're not a real rider. Yeah, I don't give a... I'm not gonna say it. But I love this day. I love this day, man. Happiness, like I said to you guys, happiness are just parts. They're just small moments. But now you see here this sign that says it's closed after 3 kilometers. But I want to show you guys why this how amazing it is. So this is the fast twisty section. Whee! Oh. I see it's really fast. But just pay attention, because if you're just looking away, you can go you can go into the water. Nice things about that it's closed. You don't have traffic here. Alright, it's freezing now. Just going to find what my information is saying about the temperatures. It's 1 degree. Alright, we'll take it easy now. So here you'll see that it's closed. So yeah.